Good morning. It's Relax and Paint with Donna Dewberry, and we are going to paint on glass today. I stuffed it with a paper towel so y'all could see better the strokes that I'm going to do. This is going to be fun. I think you're going to enjoy it. I always say I think. I really know you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be fun. So let's get started with our Relax and Paint and being quiet so nobody wakes up. Have you ever done that? Tiptoed out to be quiet so you can relax and do something you enjoy. I'm ready. Are you? All right, let's get going. So let's go to the overhead camera and we will now see what we're going to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to pick up maybe a little bit of darker cobalt, maybe we'll see. And I'm going to surprise you with what all these colors are going to make. All right. So we're using multi-surface paint because you can paint on glass, metal, wood, ceramic, mirrors, paint on a mirror, canvas. This is Juneberry. It's a new color. I love it. Multi-surface, FolkArt multi-surface. You're going to love it. It's got a sealer in it. And we do have enamel paints, plaid enamel paints, which leave a really shiny and they match the shiny, but I get more colors with the multi-surface. So that's what I'm going to use today. All right, let me get a good spot there so y'all can see. I am going to move it right around here. Okay, so the paper towel inside, I've cleaned it off with alcohol so that it doesn't have fingerprints, but now I'm putting fingerprints, but I washed my hands really good. So it lasts. Now let me tell you before I get started, you can take and let this sit in the oven on 325 for 20-30 minutes. I fill it up with all the glass I'm baking. I bake it for 20 minutes. I turn off the oven and let it cool down in the oven. So if you pull it out because you're putting more glass in, like if you're doing a whole wedding, then I pull them out and lay a towel, a big bath towel over it so it doesn't cool too fast. Or I just leave it overnight after I've filled the rack full. I put the glasses in like this on a cookie sheet or on the wire rack. Just depends how brave you are. And then put it in there and let it bake. And that's all you have to do. And you can bake any kind of glass unless it's glued. These are formed. They're not glued. But you can tell if it's glued. If it's glue, the oven will release the glue. So don't do that. All right, so let's start with a damp brush, and then I'm going to lay it on the paper towel, and then I'm going to pick up, I want 1/3 white, 2/3 magenta. Now I have a white, this is not one of my standard brushes, but we sell this set of brushes, all right, because they no longer have my glass brushes, but someday we hope they get them back, all right. So we are loading it 2/3 full on a 12 flat, and it's got soft bristles. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to also use regular brushes of mine, all right, and show you you can do it both ways. So I'm going to come up and over, all right, and then I'm going to, can you see that stroke? Maybe I don't want that in there. Here we go. Then I'm going to come down and stop. Okay, so we're going to come down again. We got the brush flat, and I'm going to go to the edge. Okay, so now what's going to happen? Oops. The good thing about this, if you don't like it, you take a paper towel and wipe it off. I'm going to come this way and this way, and I'm getting it pretty fat there, so I'm wide, larger than I want. Okay, so I'm just going to show you quickly, and now I'm going to go back and go slow. Okay, so let's come over here, and I'm going to do another one. Well, let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, 1, 2, it's just a wave. It's not that wiggle you see me do. All right, 3 strokes. All right. Then I'm going to come in front. See, I keep getting paint. I'm going to come in front and I'm going to do another stroke. See, I go over it again if I want to. And then I'm going to come here and do it into the, from this stroke to there. Okay, now I can come around. This is going to be a larger, that's going to be more like a bud. Okay, so see, I put enough paint and I leave it on the glass. If you push too hard, you're lifting it up. Okay, so I'm going to come right next to here where I started the bud. More paint right next to here. All right, I'm going to clean this up. So I'm going to go, oops, I'm shaking. Jeez. All right, look, this is what you do. It's good that I messed up so I can show you how to fix it. Then I'm going to re-stroke it. All right, and that cleans it up. Now look, I want to come right here and turn. Right here and turn. Okay, now let's go across here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now chisel and chisel. Okay. If you use a teeny brush, it isn't going to make it look as natural. Okay. Those little choppy strokes help it look really good. Okay. So remember, we're going to touch, lean the white, come across. Touch, lean, come across. All right, and I can come right in here and add a couple little chisel. The chisel is the tips of the bristles. Okay, you like that? My underneath has a good color for it. Okay, so now what I want to do, I'm going to wash that brush. Look, it even stains the brush. It's the first time I used it, but that's okay because it's just absorbing into the white bristles. Okay, so I'm going to go to my regular brush, my signature brush, and this is the number 12, and you can either get the dark green handles or the signature brush. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some green, light and dark green, and I'm working it in really good. Okay, so this is what I want to see. I want you to see that you can do chop, 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 little strokes like that. 1, 2, and that keeps the paint, that keeps the paint on the glass. See that? See the little strokes I made? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm not happy, but that's okay. Look, I can just go back over it. All right, I'm going to do another one so you can see it from start to finish, okay? I'm going to come down here. Excuse me. I'm going to push down and do a little single stroke leaf there. And over here, I'll use a smaller brush there. All right, now right here, we're going to pick up more paint, and I'm going to go 1. All right, look, put a stem so you see where you're going. I'm going to go 1, 2. See how I made it right fit into that bud? 3, 4, 5, to the tip. And watch this. 1, 2, 3. And my eyes are watching the outer part of the leaf. Watch. 1, 2, 3, and I make it meet. Okay, so then I just pull a stem ever so lightly with the chisel of the brush. That's what I did up there too. Oh, I'm still not happy over here, so watch. It's easy to go back and fix something you're not happy with. See that? All right, now I'm going to do something really fun here. I'm going to show you a fun little hydrangea. Okay, and then pull a stem. Okay, now I do have some green there. So I normally wouldn't put it, but I tilted this one out and this one's up. I'm going to put another flower here, but I'm going to take this little 6 and let's just use dark green and see what happens. Look, I'm going to do one. See, it doesn't show very well. So I'm going to come up with a citrus green, just the citrus green on the 6. Okay, and see, this brush was not a glass brush, and neither one of these, and it still stroked well. Okay, so I can go like this and come back with my liner and put little stems. All right, then the little leaves there. And let's go here, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I have a little hair that's making this leave these little spikes coming out there. So I flip my brush over. All right. And 1, 2. All right. So that'll look good. The other thing that you can do, by the way, is use like one of the Dewberry colors or whatever. Okay. So I will bring the script liner later. Okay, are you liking it so far? All right. Hi, are you having a good time painting strokes with me? I want you to take a deep breath and relax. It's going to make your painting experience so much better. Relax. Just watch over this and do step by step with me and turn off the video in between. Okay, so I want to show you that I take the blue and I'm going to go right over the edge of the rose and over my leaf. Okay, so I just put a coat of blue paint, but while it's wet, if you're going to put more than one on here, only do one at a time, okay? So I'm going to pick up white and maybe even some light blue, and I'm going to go around and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can make the petal itself, or you can do like I'm doing. I do it in different ways. I do little petals, or I slip, slap, and just get the illusion. Or I even do little strokes. I'm doing a wreath of the month this month on Plaid Crafts, and it's got geraniums that are red, and they look a lot like this. If you want to go look at those, right here on YouTube. It's not on my site, it's on Plaid Craft Paint Company. All right, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one thing I do, see, I can come back in here if I feel like it needs more. One thing I can do is also come in here with a little bit of bright green. Okay, so I wash that brush and I just pick up on the glass little bits of green. See that little teeny bits? And I might have it mostly on one side, but I want you to see that I don't cover it on the whole thing, on the whole wall of flower, just little bits, okay? And then I can come out here with little tips of color. A little bit of white helps, little teeny tips. All right. A little bit. right, just little bits because we don't want it to just look like it stops in the circle. I can also take some little bits up here, little blue, the medium blue. Okay, a little bit over here. So I think you're going to like this finished project. You can put it on a vase. There's all kinds of things you can put it on. I've got a little spot. I think it's on the inside of the glass. All right. So isn't that kind of pretty? Okay, we're not done. We're not done. I hope you like doing some of these projects with me. I hope I inspire you. I love to hear your stories. And when I wake up in the morning, I sit and look at what you guys have to say. And it really makes my day, or makes me sit and cry because you've gone through so much trial and painting's helping you. That makes me happy. So I'm getting thick paint, not inky. Usually I do inky with a liner, but I just put a few of those. I could also take and put some little bits of curls. Oops, I missed that. Let me put it over here. Put a little bit of the white touches. Okay, so just a little bit. All right, now I'm going to turn it upside down. I've cleaned my base. I'm going to use my 12. And I can just do greens on the bottom, or I could put this major, let me do green, I think, and put a little line of another color. So I'm going to use citrus green, and I'm going to come straight across. Oops, sorry. And then I'm going to pick up more paint and go straight across this way. Okay, I want you to see what that's looking like. All right, so this is the cool thing. I can then pick up white. This is a 12 flat. I can come right straight across here. While it's wet, it's got to be wet. I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, and I'm going to crisscross just like I did. Okay, and you don't have to be super straight. Okay, you can even wiggle it if you've got a shake. Apparently I should be wiggling mine today. Now look what happens. It goes right through the green. Isn't that fun? All right, so now I'm going to pick up some pretty Juneberry to pull it all together. And I'm just going to do another stripe of Juneberry. See how it went right through? I'm like, hey, that's way cool. The first time I did that, I just created it and went, oh my gosh, look what I did. So there we go. So there's the Juneberry, the white, and the citrus. And look how pretty it pulls your glass together. And, or you can slip slap on the front of this and change everything. All right. Now I tie a bow right here, a little string bow, and I put votive candles inside, and I put them at the wedding table. And it's a nice little wedding gift. If I do weddings, I put silver or whatever and slip slap on top. So when I'm saying slip slap, I'm going just like this. Slip slap, slip slap, slip slap all the way around. All right. And I'll tell you a little trick. I had 270 to do, and I worked on it every time I flew back in town. And I didn't want to take off 270 stickers. They didn't say a price. They just said the brand. So I slip slapped all of them with silver and white, so they didn't have to do that. But anyway, that's my little trick. All right, so fun, relax, get some glass. This is Dollar Tree, $1 wine glasses. Make it a candle, or we even serve lemonade in it. All right, see you next week. Bye-bye.